guys. It's Chris, the Natural Progressive. First off, I really want to welcome all the new subscribers. I cannot believe that we've had um, like 150 new subscribers this week. So, welcome all of you new people. I really excited that you're here. Just to give the new people a little bit of background. Sorry, I'm popping out my chat. Um, this Women's Wednesday is all about and what is it all about? Now I have the thing in right on Chelsea's face. Hold on, I gotta move my whole thing. Sorry, but
Oh,
basically
it's fine.
we're yeah, it's not moving.
That's fine. You can leave it there.
Why isn't it moving? No, but okay. So we're a talk show basically, all about environmental issues, and we just, it's like the View for environmental and climate issues. That's what we do here. So I always welcome people to come. Wednesdays is for women's. Mondays are free for all. Whoever wants to come, and usually my voice is like overrun or whatever. Anyway, Monday. The guy's Jim Massa comes on Monday. He's our scientist, and he has a show, Science Talk with Jim Massa. Whitney is kind of my regular now on Women's Wednesday. She has her own channel, Progressive Weather, which is fantastic. We're going to be talking about her last show. Chelsea is our resident conservative. Got to have some representation from the conservative world. She is an environmentalist. She does love nature. So of course we're gonna love anybody who loves nature, right? Um, so welcome Whitney, welcome Chelsea.
Hello there.
Hello.
So, anyways, I'm still gonna try. I gotta try moving that. Let's say who's in the chat. Gosh, we don't have very many people in the chat yet. We have Val and Torstein and Keith Boyd and Osama and Sandy from Environmental Coffee House. Hi guys, thanks for coming in the chat. Let me see if I can move that natural progressive thing. In the meantime, Whitney, tell us about your last video on Australia, and it's like convert those temperatures and I'm just curious. Did I hear it right? Were they actually evacuating some people because of the high temperatures?
Oh, most likely, but I don't know specifically that, but they probably are considering what's going on there. It's pretty dramatic. So the conversion, it's 50 degrees Celsius was the forecast, 49 degrees is basically 122 degrees Fahrenheit in southern Australia and all across Australia, really. It's those like 40 degrees Celsius, so it's like 100 plus. And it's pretty intense. It's supposed to be 20 degrees Celsius above average, so for that time of year, supposedly. So it's just incredible, like the temperatures. And it was kind of confusing reading about it because they were saying that Australia could see like its hottest day on record, not like in a particular location, but like across the entire country, I think is what they were trying to say. So
Temperature of Australia?
Yes, it wasn't like a day break or something. Like it wasn't like a one day, okay, this is the most hottest day ever, but across the entire country, like they probably used, what's the mean temperature, and it's supposed to be the hottest average. It's kind of confusing, but it's basically an intense heat wave that's like never been seen. So
and it's just spring still. Like
no, yeah, true.
Wait. Oh, I was like, wait, it's winter. What are you talking about?
It's really just spring there, and it's like it's not even the height of their fire season, and they're having fires so bad that all their fire alarms are going off all over. It's like,
which is the haze or like the hazardous air conditions in like Sydney, Australia on the coast and stuff. And then there's so much, but one thing I figured out later on doing like an update was the water quality and how like the bushfire ash is possibly getting into like local water supplies, and they're in a drought anyways, Australia, so it's kind of concerning just if there's a fire. Like I didn't think about that myself, like, whoa, okay, the water supply that could be affected, like drinking
all that
water.
water to put it out. I was thinking about that too while I was watching them dump all this water on those fires while they were talking about how or in a severe drought. It's like, yeah, that's kind of scary.
Yeah.
Yes, it really is. And so yeah, the bushfires, there's 100+ going on. So, and it's all over the country. It's basically the size of the United States, Australia. So it's just like everywhere, if you can imagine.
But
It's wild.
Sad.
It is
unfathomable.
sad.
So
It
Chelsea,
would.
oh,
Go
sorry.
ahead. Sorry. No, go ahead.
If you're not done, go ahead. I was just gonna have.
No, just feel free. Go ahead.
All right. So Chelsea, your little sister is sick today, so
Mm.
she didn't want to
I
come
know.
on. So will you talk about what project she's working on and all that, and
So
tell us a
she's
little bit
doing,
about her?
yeah. Well, Ella, I don't know how to describe her. She's just Ella. But she for her science, she's in 8th grade right now. Oh wait, no, 7th. Sorry.
Hard to keep track.
She's in 7th grade, and for her science project, they got to pick like whatever topic that they wanted to like reach out or I don't know, just inform people about. And she picked about plastic and what's it doing to our environment. And she made a little board. I have a picture of it. I'll have to send it to you. Oh, unless Ariel showed you.
Yeah, she
But
did send me the poster board she did and everything.
yeah, and she just like how it's also affecting the marine wildlife and the plastic. And she also my mom's house has been asking my mom to cut down on plastic, and so my mom's starting to cut down on plastic and not buying like the sandwich Ziploc baggies. And
Yeah, I was just going to ask you how that affected her when she started to dive into that and see all the news stories about the wildlife that's dying and the particulates in the air and things like that. Like, how did that affect her at that young age?
I think she was like surprised and sad, especially because she's a little animal lover, and just to know that, like in her project, she was talking about how it's harming the marine wildlife and there's other points that were on the poster board, but she wasn't finished with it yet when I saw it.
Well, hopefully she still comes on and
Yeah.
talks about it. Tell her she's still very much welcome to come on. And
yes, I will.
Okay, cool. It really helps to talk about it.
Yes.
Let's see, what are the guys talking about? I'm struck by Don and how fun he is. Who's Don? Okay, I don't know who they're talking about. Who vote in the USA, but millions don't. Yeah, millions don't. But what difference does it make if they're cheating anyway? That's a sore spot with me because I put so much time and energy into Bernie Sanders just to have them, make a whole bunch of votes not count, purging. There was a lot of shenanigans, so I'm really kind of jaded about the U.S. elections. Like, and plus, I live in a state that is, Republican. Like, no matter what, we're going to get a Republican. There's just, it's not going to change. I was really hopeful when Bernie was here, but not so hopeful anymore. Especially since Bernie didn't even stand up against the DNC with all their cheating and crap. He didn't do anything but push Hillary down our throats. And that didn't make me happy. So sorry, Sandy. I know you love Bernie. I mean, I would like him a whole lot more if he'd quit fucking pushing the Democratic Party and stand up to him like Tulsi Gabbard. I like Tulsi. But either one of them would be okay with me. But my state, I have no say. I have none. Doesn't matter. Hi, Kim. Kim's here. Gosh, where is everybody? There's only Val and Torstein and Sandy. I think Sandy's still here. I hope. She probably left because she's mad at me. We love you, Sandy. No, she didn't. I doubt she did.
Oh, I was like, oh man.
No, I'm just kidding. We have just a difference of opinion on voting and elections right now, but I gotta say on my show, what? Don't be bashing my Bernie. Okay, I'm not. Okay, I love Bernie. I fought so hard for him. Got the hat, the button, you know. all that stuff, I was all in. I donated so much money to his campaign in 2016.
Oh wow.
I went broke freaking donating for his campaign and emailing and texting people. I went freaking nuts.
I
You were
remember that.
basically a volunteer, like kind of
Yeah,
situation.
and I was a delegate. I was a state delegate for Bernie
Oh
Sanders.
wow.
Yeah, so I went all in,
Oh my.
and just to have my heart
That's pretty
broke. So
cool.
it was pretty tough.
Yeah.
Hi Charcoal, welcome to the channel. I'm glad you're liking it so far. Cool, cool, cool. So I really didn't have much planned other than talking to Chelsea's little sister about
I
her
know.
plastics thing and what else have you been working on, Whitney? Like what's your next report going to be on?
Well, I just usually follow, like, I just read The Guardian all the time or like any other like environmental story that comes out, and I just basically follow it. But it's usually just Australia at this point. Like, I feel like America's like weather news and like climate news kind of goes dead right now because of like Christmas. But it's
Yeah.
always like
And
Australia around this
not
time.
just Christmas.
Oh,
There's another
and
issue going on right now that's kind of taking up
yeah,
all the air out of other important issues. So I think you know what that is.
the impeachment stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
impeachment stuff, which is happening right now. So that's probably what's, I don't know, people are watching that.
It's so
I'm not
frustrating.
watching.
I can't. I just can't watch it. It's so silly because there's so many things they could get them on. And then you hear Pelosi, and Pelosi is, I swear to God, she is ruining any chance for a Democrat to get in. The way she talks, and when she was confronted about, well, why did you not impeach Bush or push to impeach Bush? And you said it was off the table for Bush, who admittedly committed war crimes. I mean, he
Yeah.
she said that she understood that he was feeding them false information. Oh, that doesn't rise to the level of impeachment, but a phone call to Ukraine does. See, everybody sees through that crap, and it's just because she is as guilty as Trump or anybody. So, um, it's so
Yeah, they want
frustrating.
to they want to protect their interests.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because there are all are part of the war machine. If she goes after, for war crimes, then she's hurting herself, and her donors. So, ah, piss me off, piss me off. Um, I don't even like to go there. I really, Donald Duck is a Democrat. Anita, he was a Democrat. He actually was, and he used to be for Medicare for all kind of a plan and all that until he wasn't. I don't I hate politics. I hate politics. I really, really do. But I'm really loving Tulsi right now. I just am because she stands up, and that's pretty cool. So I like her. Um. Anyways. Trying to think of what else is going on because honestly,
Well, I do have like a story. I didn't know if I was gonna make a video on it, but I guess it's about like toxic air pollution. It's from The Guardian, of course. I have to
of
find all The Guardian.
course, is it the one in
So
India? About the air pollution in India, or
basically that probably, and just like general information on how, like, well, they said toxic air, water, land, and workplaces killed at least 8.3 million people in 2017. India, China, US. I'm just reading my note. US wealthiest nation on list. Basically, the US has high pollution levels for like being, I guess, a wealthy country. And then obviously air pollution linked to cardiovascular, respiratory diseases, stroke, certain cancers, that whole lead exposure. So there's so much going on with it. It's just basically like there's a lot of pollution.
what do you think about the fashionable air masks they're coming out with?
Wait, what is that? I don't even know. What is
They're
that?
coming out with
Yeah.
high fashion masks, like pollution masks to wear.
Oh,
Have you
That'd be
seen those?
scary. That'd be scary to
I
walking
haven't
down the
seen
street and
that.
seeing people wearing those. It'd be like a movie.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're
well,
right.
it's
Like
like,
a
well,
Weird.
sci-fi movie.
China's been wearing those things forever, but now they're making them, all colorful and fancy ventilator thing. Yeah,
Oh gosh.
that's a thing. That's a thing
Oh
now.
my god.
Doesn't that freak you out that that's a thing?
Yeah.
It,
Yeah.
That's scary.
Yeah, I think Kevin from Black Bear News was kind of joking about doomer fashion or, climate change fashion.
That is an
Fashion in the
interesting.
end times. I mean, what would that be?
That's a good question. I don't
I
know.
know,
Like, I guess
right?
gas masks and
We're making light of it, but it's kind of serious. But no, it'd be funny. I mean, come on, if you really think about it, there's so many things that okay, so the weather is going to change like crazy. You never know if it's going to flood or if it's going to be a drought. So, I mean, you can make clothes with water backpacks, filtration systems that you could carry on your back. You could,
That's
doomsday
crazy.
fashion. That's the genre.
yeah, yeah, or I don't know, like floating devices that in nice, high fashion clothing. So if you're caught up in a flood or tsunami, click.
Oh
That'd
my
be
god,
funny.
that's too good.
I don't know. Come on, there's other things we can do. Think of all the disasters that are going
Survival
to
guilt.
happen.
Yeah,
You should
Uh,
start your own
survival guilt.
clothing line, Chris.
no, no kidding. I should. Go fund me for my own
Natural or
climate
disasters.
natural disaster clothing line, high fashion natural disaster clothing line.
There you go.
Oh my gosh. It could have an instant fire shelter. Like pop up instant fire shelter.
Oh gosh.
I don't know. Oh man. Okay. They're still talking politics, except Val. God, I can't even talk.
Fashion.
Fashion in
Oh
the
yeah,
end
Mad
times.
Max.
Yeah.
Valhalla 5-6. Mad Max. That movie. That's what you think about. Yeah,
Yeah,
the
but that's
mask.
stupid
Hmm.
because none of the clothing they wear in Mad Max would actually be utilitarian. It's so stupid. Like you're gonna run around with as little clothing as possible and big high heels and shit. It's so dumb.
Sounds like fun.
It's a man's
Such a
fantasy is all
dream.
that is. That's not what it's gonna look like. People will be in rags that whatever they've managed to scrap up.
You're right. Yes, that's exactly what it would be. Just
Yeah.
whatever you can wear.
Yeah, you'd be lucky to have the nice leather coats, but I don't know if you'd want leather coats if it's getting really hot. Crap. UV protectant clothing would be a big one because I don't know what else. But they already
Just
have the best one, which is the
the
mask,
gas
the
mask.
air mask,
Yeah.
whatever.
I'm gonna look those up
Yeah,
after we're
you
done.
should.
I'm gonna look them up.
It's crazy. I was like, I
You
can't
almost
believe this
need
thing.
one. Like I'm gonna buy one eventually. I know that for sure. Like just thinking about
Oh,
stuff.
living here, like the air gets worse than
Equality, yeah.
China. It's so bad. It is
Oh
so
my.
bad. I've done a
Yeah.
video driving through the smog. Just a short one. It's like, look at this shit.
I know. The last time I came to Utah, like I couldn't breathe.
Oh, it's bad. I get a
That's
sore
Yeah.
throat
interesting.
when
Yeah.
I go to Salt Lake. I'll go,
Yeah.
what the hell? It burns.
Really?
It's nasty. We have
It's
bad
crazy.
weather here. Bad.
Yeah.
Not weather, bad air.
Or yeah.
In the winter, we get this inversion and all the pollution gets stuck in the valleys. And
Hmm.
it's so thick you can cut it with a knife. It's horrible.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Let's see. They're still talking about politics. Labor. Let's see. Dems. Okay, you're just actually preppers recommend the gray man look, but I'm still going as Mad Max. It's warmer to let your skin face the ice directly, is it? I didn't know that. I don't know.
Neither.
I don't like being I can't. No, I hate being cold. I'd rather be hot any day than cold.
Oh no. Like, oh no. I have to be cold. I can't fall asleep unless it's cold.
Really? Well,
Interesting.
Yeah.
sleeping's
Yeah.
different though. I like
Mm,
cool with lots of blankets when I'm sleeping,
mm,
but
mm.
I will absolutely not wake up unless it's warm. I will not get out of bed until it's
That's funny.
warm.
Yeah, I would rather it be I like fall and spring, I think. Like that weather, but winter.
I
No.
love summer. I'm a summer person. I love it hot. I love tank tops and shorts and live that
Same
way.
here.
Flip flops, even though I let my foot get stepped on or bit by a rattlesnake or
Oh.
whatever. I don't care. As long as I don't have to wear. Well, shoes hurt because I broke my foot and then I broke my toes, so shoes hurt.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
So I'd rather
Ouch.
not wear shoes if I don't have to, but you're kind of forced to in this weather. So
Mm.
is what it is. Let's see. You slept in out in minus 34 C with no tent. You guys can figure out the F's. I say, what the
conversion.
fox? I know what he's talking about. 34 C. That's
Oh, I'm gonna look it
negative,
up.
negative, like what, 15 or something like that? I don't know.
Ew.
Negative 15 Fahrenheit. Is it close? Am I close?
It's negative 25
Okay.
degrees
Oh gosh.
Fahrenheit.
I was within 10. That's pretty good. Pretty good for
Oh
a
my god. Wait, he said
And this
30. Oh, I
person's
said
still alive.
it's negative 29 degrees. I
Okay.
put 32. Let's say
oh,
that's just terrible.
holy crap.
Negative.
You're crazy, Torstein. I knew that already, but now you confirmed it. Holy crap.
He's a regular bear. Oh gosh. It's like Wait, what is gray man?
Gray man means you kind of want to just blend in, like whatever you can wear to not stand out.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah,
Gray man
you don't want to look
fashion.
like a military guy. You don't want to look like a police officer guy. You want to look like a nobody so you're not threatening to anybody. I think if I understand that right, I'm pretty sure that
Okay. Yeah, you're
Canadian
just
Prepper went over that issue once on his show. So I'll watch it every time. But I think I'm pretty sure I heard that. Um, okay, you guys are boring right now. How come people afraid of the women? Because there's so fewer people in the chat than there was on Monday. We had so many on Monday. There was a lot. Come on, guys. I didn't prepare a freaking topic. I'm trying to think of what happened this week. And the only thing I've seen on the news is the freaking impeachment that I'm so sick of watching. I am so tired of watching the impeachment crap, especially when Pelosi gets on there. I'm like, I did not play Whoopi Goldberg. Fucking, oh, Val, that's just rude. Whoopi Goldberg, my ass. The last person. She has no clue when it comes to politics, so. Okay. I'm sorry, I went way back for that one. Baby Bush was hilarious. Should have been a comedian. Not good as a president. But yeah, he could have been funny. He actually could have been funny, I think. Yeah, I went way back. Um, I'm like I really had something I was gonna. Oh, I was gonna go back to the vegan thing because Val didn't let me get my whole point across, and he just kept yelling over me, "Keep it simple, stupid!" And I wanted from Monday. I didn't know. Probably neither one of you watched it, but we
I
were.
watched it. I
Did
watched it
you?
on Tuesday. Yeah. I'll try to
Yeah.
do it live. But
Oh, dang. But so, yeah, when we were talking about the vegan thing and how I kind of feel eating locally is kind of more important. Because I worry, like all the vegans I know, they're eating all this exotic stuff to get their diets in, and they're shipping it in from all over the freaking world, you know. Um, I think we should focus on factory farming, and I think we should focus on being local. But I also think that there's some places that's harder to grow a wide variety of foods, and people have evolved in certain places to be um, to to eat meat there. And I honestly think, and this is important to me because I think we need to live in cooperation with nature. So we need to be as close to what we were intended to evolve into as possible. So that's why the question of omnivore, herbivore, whatever is so important to me. That's why I want to know really bad. And I've listened to both sides and I'm not convinced entirely either way. Although I'm leaning more to the omnivore because of the placement of our eyes and our digestion and stuff like that. I'm leaning more to the omnivore, but I don't know. Do you guys have opinions on that? And I don't know.
Surprisingly,
like meat.
no. Yeah.
I know you like meat, but
but
you don't. I mean, do you probably don't care about whether it's factory farmed or not, or do you?
I didn't in the past, but look, it was like the last time I was on, you were talking more about factory farming.
Mm-hmm.
And then like driving to work, I drive by a lot of farms, like cattle farms or like milk dairy farms and whatever. And like looking at them, I was like, oh, that's sad. They really don't have a lot of room to run around or like,
Yeah, they don't really have much of a life. And then if you see
no.
the way the slaughter mills work, it's just
Oh God,
atrocious.
I couldn't.
So to me, it's more humane to harvest an animal out of the wild than it is to raise them in a farm
Mhm.
and then send them through that process, the processing and all that stuff.
Sad.
Knowing how sensitive prey animals are, that would be torture. A quick death, so much easier to handle. Everybody dies eventually. Everything dies. So quicker
Mhm.
is better than factory farming. Horrible conditions for the animals, and plus you get a lot of pollutants, pollute your water and your air with the methane and all that.
the runoff, yeah.
Yeah, if they handled it more like the buffalo, the natural process the buffalo went through with the where they moved around a lot. They were moved around by natural predators, and they weren't in one place, and it worked really well with the prairie and all that. It was a natural ecosystem. It worked really great. Where they don't move the cows around, there's that issue that just causes pollution and
Yeah, and they're
ruins
just
the soil. So
they're just sitting on piles of shit, literally.
and that
Yeah.
waste is going into the groundwater and into the lakes, causing algae blooms. We get those here. Well, chemical plants as well, or not plants, but chemical fertilizers on fields, crop fields, and that also leak into the waters. So, and no matter what you're growing, if you're using chemical fertilizers, this is another point I wanted to get into, is how you fertilize it. You want to be composting small farms and local, so you don't have transportation. You're not using chemical fertilizers that will leach into the water and cause algae blooms, which will kill the fish and and poison the water. So, yeah, that's why predators are so important. Thank you, Osama. You get a gold star because that's why. Yeah, when they got rid of all the wolves in Yellowstone, they realized that a lot of the ecosystem was being degraded because the prey animals weren't moving around. They were just staying in one place and eating everything down instead of moving from place to place and not um, overeating in one area, not destroying
Yeah,
the ecosystem. So there's a really cool
they're trying.
documentary on that. It's pretty cool.
They're trying in Colorado to bring back wolves into Colorado.
I think
My
that's a good
husband,
idea.
yeah, my
I
husband said
agree.
he thinks it's a good idea, and he posted that he agrees it's a good idea. And everyone's all, "No, they're gonna kill
Yeah,
all our what the
yeah, they'll
like."
kill our cattle and our sheep.
Yeah,
It's like, who was there
yeah.
first, you fuckers? Sorry.
It's fine.
No, yeah, but everyone like bashed him, and it was like a hunting group page on Facebook, and everyone bashed him over
Hunters
it.
are the worst about wolves. I don't understand.
Yeah,
I don't understand. They're bad
yeah,
here in Utah. All the hunters are like, no, we don't want, well, because they want to replace the wolf. They can't. They're not out in the wild every day. They're not out
hmm
there pushing them around constantly, making sure that they're not deteriorating the environment, the ecosystem that they're in. So you
yeah.
can't replace people with wolves. It doesn't work. Yeah. Lodging daily fear, negative interest in the banks. Okay. Now they're off talking about something else. You'd think they were ADD like me. uh, okay. What are they talking about? Homo sapiens killed all large animals before killing the planet. Yeah. Well, they're working on it.
Basically, we need to like rewild the
Yes,
earth,
rewild.
like you say.
That's my biggest thing. Like rewild it, preserve whatever is left, and rewild whatever we can. There was some gal talking about that at COP 25, And the only person I heard talk about it at all, she was talking about how 50% of the planet should be just reserved for wildlife and nature, and we don't touch that. So that would be really hard to do with the population we have.
Yeah.
That's why,
Especially in Utah.
yeah.
Just kidding.
Oh yeah, well I know the reasons. You guys say the reasons. I know the reasons.
I know. Dang Utah. Let's see. I never liked how a lot of hunters justify killing for population control when nature will take care of itself. Yeah, and do a better job at it. Absolutely. Um, but that, I mean, people, if there wasn't so many of them, if there was just hunters just sustaining to hunt and not people hunting for trophies and shit like that, then they would be, it would be fine. I've talked about this, beat this one to death, but um, yeah, I mean, again, I'd rather see hunters um, harvesting an animal from the wild than from factory farms. And that's as far as my brain process has gotten. I don't know how to solve the rest of the problems. I'm sorry. I love animals. I could kill one if I freaking had to. Like, I would starve to death. I think if it were left up to me to kill an animal or die, I think I would die. That's the way it is. I can't do it. So, I don't know. Let's see. Oh, are you talking about UFOs now? Cool.
Oh my gosh. I'm like afraid of aliens. And
Are
that's all
you?
thanks to, yeah. It's like all thanks to my parents. When I was young, they had me watch Mars Attack.
Oh, yeah,
And that movie terrified me.
Oh my God.
It actually was kind of freaky.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever watched it.
Oh, you'll have nightmares.
Hello?
Well, you'll probably actually laugh. I don't know. Everyone else thinks it's a comedy.
I don't know. Hi, Basil. Basil's here. Namaste.
Basil.
Yeah,
That's a cool
he's
name.
awesome. I was terrified of ghost movies, like demons and that. Have you ever watched
Oh yeah.
Amityville Horror? My brothers
I think so,
made
yeah.
me watch that, and I had nightmares for days and days and days. And then I'm also afraid of dinosaurs.
What?
Because
Well, I think you're okay.
Yeah.
Jurassic Park.
Oh, that's scary.
That gave me
Well, it
nightmares.
That
was
is
when
one
I
of the
was
best
little.
movies.
Yeah.
I watched
It's
it once.
fun.
I will never watch it again. If I even see it on
What?
TV,
That's like one of my
I'm like,
favorite
get
movies.
off, get off! I'm gonna have nightmares. Stop it! And then
What is it? The T-Rex or the Velociraptors? Which one are
both
you?
of them.
Oh my god, that's so
All of
funny.
them. All of them.
Oh my God!
You're right. If we
Seriously?
had to live with dinosaurs, it would be really scary. Actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be scary.
That would be
Ugh.
horrifying. But yeah, spiders. Yeah, no go spider. I mean, I don't want to kill them. I'll make
I
somebody
vacuum
else.
them up.
Oh, I can't even. I
Nice.
can't even do that. I can't even do
I
that.
can't smash them. I can't. Ooh.
I can't smash them either. So I don't know. If they're little ones that aren't that scary, I'll just
Oh yeah.
scoop them and take them outside. But if they're a big one, I'm like, I have to get someone else to do it. Like, don't kill it. Just get
Mhm.
it outside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God.
I'm terrible. I'm a sucker for animals. Absolutely a sucker for animals. Ah, crap. Telling y'all the zombie truth here. I'm zombie woo. Whatever. Osama, are you drinking? Wish I was.
Same. I got work.
Mm, yeah, I've got a fever for 2 weeks, so now I'm getting
Oh
a
yeah.
cough. So
Oh, that
ugh,
sucks.
I know. I hope I get better before. Well, at least by the time Christmas is over and I have to go back to work. We get 3 days off for Christmas, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Woo woo! Long weekend.
I have to work Christmas.
Oh
I
man.
have to work Christmas and New Year's.
Oh, bummer on New Year's. I don't do anything for Christmas, so
Yeah.
I'll be just like, yes.
Same.
Yay, relax.
Day off. Like vacation, a staycation.
Yeah.
Because I'll just be hanging out in my barn, just enjoying life
Oh.
for 5 days. Yes.
Nice.
It's gonna be fabulous. Okay, so this is probably gonna be really short, guys. We're already 36 minutes in. I know Chelsea has to go to work. unfortunately.
Mhm.
So any of you guys have anything you want me to talk about or ask Whitney or Chelsea while we're on before we gotta go? Because um, oh, I gotta see Trump's speech because it sounded hilarious. I just heard him start, and it already sounded hilarious. I can't wait. Sometimes he's just entertaining. I'm sorry.
I know, that's what it is. That's what it is. It's just like
It's
it's
like I just
reality
can't believe this is
TV.
real. It looks like a comedy show.
Oh my
It looks like a comedy movie. Like this can't be real. This can't be.
He's pretty proactive though. Like he always has these rallies. It's interesting. Like
I
just the
know.
way he operates.
He hasn't
It's definitely not
stopped
like yeah, he just
like
that's what's interesting.
campaigning. He's campaigning like constantly. He hasn't ever stopped campaigning.
You're right. It's very interesting like when you look at it and like yeah.
I
But
don't know. I don't remember any other president doing rallies,
yeah.
after he was elected and the whole time. It's weird. It's just weird. I can't figure out this world. We're going crazy. It's like
It is
Hillary
kind
and
of like
Crystal
this
Meth.
weird time.
It is. Well, I guess, it's that final craziness
Oh
before the
no.
world goes to hell.
Oh God, I know.
Uh,
It's always in the back of my head. It's like, what is gonna happen to this world? I don't know. We
yeah,
do know we're supposed
we
to
we
go and do
do
like
know.
this.
I mean, it's freaking crazy with the 2050. They were saying that civilization is going to be done by 2050, and that's a pretty.
That's like right on the corner if you think about it. It's like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, even the U.S. military said that it was going to collapse by then. Like from
They mean just like organized like human activity, like going to a grocery store will be like I feel like people are still gonna be alive, but it's gonna be like
it's not going to be
not
the same,
yeah.
not
I
even
don't know.
close.
And that's
But
what's
a lot of
weird.
people will die because you know, crazy weather events, drought,
Mm-hmm.
water. There's already water shortages so many places. Um, yeah.
Well, I remember in like California, Northern California, and I was living up there. When I was going through Sac State College, there was like this extreme drought period, and it's just and then there was like this extreme rain period right after, and that's when like all those fires started happening. So it was just like I remember there's being this huge drought, but I feel like that's just going to continue.
Mhm.
It's kind of scary because like California is supposed to be like, well, our governor or past governor Jerry Brown was like it's apocalyptic, the center. It's like basically one of those states that a lot of things are going to happen to. It's like great. That's comforting. It's like the burnt forest and northern all the forests are gonna be. It's just crazy. Like okay, what do you?
Yeah. The
I don't know. It's like
Congo and the Amazon are already burning down. Uh, Osama's putting up Maggie May's video. Glitch this matrix. It's kind of thoughtful. It's Maggie. It's awesome. Let's see. We need the current system to crash, then maybe we can create a new paradigm for a few years anyway. That's what I'm hoping, Anita. Really, really, I just wish we had even a couple of months off the hamster wheel, like just living in just a different mode and not being in this culture. I don't know how to explain it. I mean,
no,
I don't know.
there's so much to unpack with this. So like, I
I,
love it. It's crazy,
I
but it's
know.
like
Why
I
do we
love it.
love talking about it so much?
I don't know
It
because
makes no
I feel like
sense.
I just want to prepare for it. So that's why I started really talking about it because like the Weather Channel when like
Mhm,
Hurricane Irma and like Hurricane Harvey like started that's kind of started like well that happened 2017
mhm.
and like the dialogue changed but like before that there were all these crazy things were happening but they weren't saying anything about like climate change or it was
Yeah.
always like oh man this is another record's broken and I'm just like another record's broken. I was like is anyone gonna well you guys have been online but like in like the mainstream no one was talking about it like
Like,
especially
why
the
all
Weather
these
Channel.
records being broken? Like,
Yeah they're just like
so.
oh there's another day of record heat. It's like oh great. It's like okay
It's.
it's terrible. But
Oh, Oz
it's
is
just like
here.
every other
Hello,
day.
Oz. I gotta talk to you about Saturday, by the way. I have Lord Hugh coming on. I want him to produce it. for me because so much easier. Anyway, let's
I
see. Oh,
think I'm in
Maggie's
a
here too. We were
oh.
just talking about you. Speak of the devil. That's funny. Maybe you were here earlier. Maybe that's why Osama put your YouTube video up there. It's really cool about the glitch in the Matrix. Can't we make the Matrix glitch if we're in the Matrix? Can't we just make it glitch? Find the glitch. It was a really good video. Let's see.
I'm gonna get off because I need to
Okay, you got
relax
to go
and
to
get ready
work.
for work.
Yeah, we're gonna
Yeah.
end up pretty
Okay.
quickly. Anywho,
Well, you guys all have a good night,
thank you
and
so much for coming
Bye,
on. And
Chelsea.
we're probably not
yeah,
gonna have Women's Wednesday next week since it's kind of like Christmas.
Chris, yeah.
So,
Okay.
not that I'm doing anything, but
Okay. Keep me updated.
I will for sure. The next week after Christmas, for sure. I don't care what day it is.
I'll try and get my sister on.
Okay,
Then
cool.
I'll let you know.
All right,
Okay.
sounds good. Thank you, Chelsea.
Bye.
Bye, Chelsea.
You're welcome.
Have a good night.
Bye. You
Take care.
too.
Talk to you soon.
You too. Bye.
Bye. Okay. So, oh dang, for a minute. Who's going at night? Maggie, you
Wait,
gotta
so
come on soon. Yes, you are weird, but we love you. We love you
Going
so
South
very much.
is in Greenland. He lives in Greenland. I know you're in the comments.
Yes.
I'm out. Oh, he's leaving. Okay. I'll see.
He's leaving?
I think so.
Uh-oh. Why are you leaving? Going south? Dang it. Okay, well, bye, Torstein. Thanks for coming. Gotta rewatch later. Yeah, I do. I mean, not that I guess we got into some really strange stuff, but anyway, who knows?
Everyone's watching the impeachment stuff. I think that's what's going on.
That's probably what's going on. I don't care about it. I mean, would I like to see Trump impeached? Probably, yeah. But I want them all to be. I want them all gone. All the idiots that are screwing up all the elites, all the global elites, every single one of them. Yep, every
Yeah,
single one of
there's
them.
a big.
Oh, you're going to night. Okay, night, Sandy. Love you, Sandy. Love you, Sandy. I'll cross my fingers that Trump gets impeached for you.
I just don't know
I
if
hope we
the
don't get someone
Senate will.
worse. I don't think. No, the Senate
Pence.
won't.
If we have President Pence, I don't know. I don't know how I feel.
Me too, Maggie. Yeah, I think Pence would be worse. I really do. But hopefully
Isn't that
against.
interesting though? Like I don't. Yeah, he's lurking.
Oh, Torstein did? Oh, Sandy. Damn it. I'm going to take away his wrench next time he's on if he's going to keep doing this. He's got to stop. Yeah, sorry. Torstein's being naughty, apparently. That's a no-go.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, won't happen. Are you talking about Trump, Sandy? I don't know. Yeah, Torstein, he has temper, and sometimes you just don't know how to take him. I don't know what to say, but it's cool that he's in Greenland and watching the ice forests and whatever. Let's see. Human says impeachment was planned to install Pence before the election. That would suck. That would really suck. I don't know. At this point, we're in a mess because the Dems are really screwing it up for any chance of winning. They're not focusing on what they need to be focusing on. They need to be focusing on what we want to hear. Like,
Exactly.
but that's all will be what we want to hear, and they won't do shit. But
I just don't understand why they won't, considering like they're gonna be just as screwed. I mean, that's where I have this idea, like they want to go to space. Like I don't get it.
know. Or they're building bunkers and all that. I don't know. Maybe they know something we don't. Who knows? I
don't know whether.
I mean, either that or they're just so maniacal that they think that they can live no matter what. Like all their money will protect them no matter what. Like, that's why they're building their bunkers. And they are. A lot of them are building bunkers. So I don't know. I don't know. What are they going to do when they don't have anybody to take care of their asses because they've never been able to take care of themselves? elite people. Uh,
Yeah.
I honestly don't know what they're thinking. I mean, don't, at least, when they think about their family and friends and that maybe aren't as well off, unless they don't have any friends or family that aren't as well off. I don't know.
It's interesting. Like, I don't understand, why they don't, maybe, I don't know. It's just a crazy situation going on.
Well, I know why they don't care if we have Medicare or Medicaid or all that because, they don't want to pay the higher taxes and they get paid off by the healthcare companies. It don't affect them because they can afford whatever medical care they need. But something like the planet, yeah. Let's see, the
This
plan
is
for
why
Mars.
I just live my life knowing, like, okay, I gotta prepare for this, and it's kind of like annoying, like, but it's like there. So
Absolutely, yeah. Even says the plan for Mars is a cover for underground bunker building. Could be.
oh yeah, well,
Mm.
yeah, because they're supposed to. Well, this is why Pence. I brought up Pence because if he was like the president, he seems really into like getting humans to Mars. Like that's his thing. He's like always with NASA and stuff. So I'm just like, I don't know. Like I don't. This is if Trump gets impeached. I don't know what they're gonna do to Pence if he's gonna be affected too. But I'm assuming he's gonna step up if Trump goes. It's just the order of business. But he's really into space. Like that's his thing. And so I don't know if the plan for Mars. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know either. But okay, well, what about the military budget? Because all the Dems again voted to increase Trump's military budget. Um, and the Pentagon, they were
Exactly.
saying how climate change was going to bring down the defense and all that within 20 years. So
And that's not even like a long time. Like that's crazy.
it's not a long time. So what's
I
going
just
on? What do you think? What is it? I don't know. Corporate welfare, yeah. I love facts. They are so crunchy. Can't- I love statements like that. It always cracks me up. It says, grab your ice cream and chickens while you can. Just got a heads up today that the meat and dairy industry are going to collapse completely by 2030. Oh, yay, another collapse. There's so many collapses
I know that are
collapses
planned. Remember
predicted.
2012? The world was gonna end in 2012. This is different, but
I know, but
oh god.
they didn't consider global dimming. So all of that was a little off. Because global dimming, it's masking the effects, the full effects. If there was that, they're just finding out more layers, more information. Who knows when the next thing they're going to find out is something that's not going to, temporarily help us, but make things even worse. So there's that.
Just like so another topic that was interesting
Oh,
was the
Karen's here.
Arctic permafrost melting and like what's actually in the permafrost is like freaky because it's
Mhm.
like dead animals and like the bacteria is supposed to like affect.
Viruses that we have
Yeah,
no immunity to. Of
it's
course,
just
the
like
methane and nitrous oxide, or is it
yeah, all that.
all
I
the
don't know. There's
all
a
this
lot of
stuff? There's
it's
several gases that are coming out of um,
and even like
the ice.
mercury is supposed to be coming
Oh
out of
yeah.
the water. It's just freaky. It's just like wait, like I just don't understand how much longer we can all like just continue on. Like it's weird.
Just
Like I just
pretend life is normal, and that's what
yeah,
bothers me so bad is like
yes.
having a company meeting and they're sitting there talking about all everything that's coming and how we're gonna just continue to grow and all this stuff, and I'm like, fucking up with the night. You don't have a clue, or do you really not know, or are you just pretending not to know because we're all kind of just doing our jobs because
I know. That's what it's just like what is going
even though we know, I'm not talking to anybody at my work about it because
right.
I don't want
It's
them to think I'm a freaking loon because the media isn't doing their job telling us what's really going on. Right? I mean,
yeah, it's hard to talk about because I don't think people want to hear it. I think that's
oh
the
yeah,
ultimate
they're in
like
denial for sure.
even when I was younger, I just didn't I knew stuff was going on, but like I didn't think it was important. And then I was like, oh shoot, it actually is.
Yeah, it's kind of
So
important if you want a life. Yeah. Okay,
But it's
Doris,
not
I
us,
never
it's
left.
the scientists, and it's like these reports coming out from like government institutions that are telling us this. So it's not like we as the people are making this up. It's these government institutions that are
Right.
like telling us. So,
I
and
know.
I found like, yeah, anyways, there's so much, but
Okay, Torstein's back and he says MSM takes care of our dimming. Did you get it? He's making everyone dimmer. Or MSM's making everyone dimmer. So, I like it. Hi, Lightning Rod. So we had Karen and Lightning Rod join us. So, hi, guys. Um, I guess we should pack our bags because we're going away. Oh, you're going away? I don't know. Just give a mention to the First Amendment. Okay. I don't even know what you want me to say about the First Amendment other than um, there's maybe we're, I don't know. It may be like against our rights or I don't know. Fuck. I don't know how to put it. I haven't even thought about it. It's like people, you know how it's illegal to yell fire in a theater or whatever. And
Mhm.
that's one of the things that you don't have First Amendment protections for. The damn deniers, like the grand solar minimalists, or the people that's just cyclical, or those kind of people. They for so long have been just telling everybody it's not a problem. So they should be held accountable, especially if they know damn well they're lying. Like the oil companies, who are paying these people to talk like that, because there's no way it could be that stupid and listen to the one or two, three scientists that are saying this shit, like Pierce Corbin or Tony Heller, those people. When
Have you
when
guys heard
you
of Carl Sagan?
um,
Like the scientist back in like the 80s and 70s. He
I've
was the
heard of
guy that
Carl Sagan,
okay, he did like he was like the Neil deGrasse Tyson of like
and
the
didn't he go to
70s, and
Congress and
I think he was part of like that Voyager space stuff where we have all those pictures from like Saturn, Jupiter, and
mhm.
I won't say the okay. I don't like saying that one, but he was talking about this a long time ago. So like, it's not new. It's just now it's more like impactful. I guess it's hard. I don't
Well,
know.
it's
I just don't know
starting
what
to actually happen.
exactly.
And even those people that are protecting, saying that climate change, would happen, like it should have already happened. It has started happening a long time ago. We've been experiencing the
Mm-hmm.
effects of it, but nobody is attributing it to, or nobody has been attributing it to climate change till recently. So a lot of the things that have been happening, I don't know. I'm too tired to really get into detail on that, but you know what I mean.
No worries. Yeah, same.
Zox is here. Hey, Zox. Pale blue dot. What's the pale
Sagan
blue
was
dot?
the best. Yes, the pale blue dot guy is
Okay.
one of my idols.
Awesome. Cosmos. Um, are
Carl
misleading and leading
Sagan.
us to extinction. The First Amendment should not protect that kind of speech. I agree. I can't say I disagree. Let's
I
see.
think what's interesting about that is like they use like information that says it's the hottest year on record, but there's supposed to be an ice age or like a mini ice age, or the temperature's supposed to be cooler overall, and that's just it's not happening. So I don't know. So yeah, they need to be accountable individually. It's an interesting topic.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, there's people trying to um, sue the oil companies for it. We'll see if that works. Oh, the other really cool thing. There's someone who blew the whistle on the Mormon Church. I'm sorry, totally unrelated to climate.
That's fine. Go ahead. The Mormon
They're like,
Church.
yeah, because it's a big influence here in Utah, and
Yeah,
also
that's definitely. I don't want to say it, but that's what I think of sometimes with Utah. It's like, oh wait, that's the Mormon
the
state.
Mormon area. Do
But
you
that's
have horns? Is there horns hanging in your hair? Because
no,
you're from Utah. No, no.
no. I get it, but that's what you hear. I guess that's the stereotype.
No, you
Sorry.
totally hear stuff like that. Get asked things like that when you go to other states. Anyway, so the Mormon Church, they have been really secretive about their finances. I don't know how they get away with it with the IRS and all that,
Okay,
but
yeah.
there's a whistleblower who sent out a whole bunch of information showing that all these projects that are private projects were let's see, bailed out. Like one company owned by the church was bailed out by tithing money, like donations, and then there was another, like a City Creek project, another private enterprise that they were using tithing money um, to support. And I'm just like, yay, maybe finally they'll open their books so those people can see how freaking corrupt they are. But it's kind of
Yeah,
like
it's like the
Trump and taxes.
televangelist.
It's
Yeah.
like the same thing. They will not disclose, even though they're a church and they get tax-free status, they will not reveal their finances. And they should be, like every other church, have an open book so you can see where this money that you're donating to goes. So anyway, sorry,
No,
I was so very
speaking.
excited about that, and I'm watching that. That's way more exciting than the impeachment to me.
The
Oh
Mormon
no.
church.
Yes, they need to be held held to account. Yeah, whatever. Okay, it's almost 8 o'clock, guys. I think we're doing good. Um, I'm
Oh,
just tired.
Summer, we gotta get ourselves back to the garden.
Oh
Wait,
yeah.
what's going on? Wait, hold
No,
on.
like growing your own food and stuff instead of
Oh,
grocery stores. Back to the garden instead of the grocery store. That kind of
have
thing.
you heard of Joni Mitchell, that singer? She
I've
has a
heard of
song.
her.
Okay, anyways, never mind.
No,
That was a lyric. Okay,
is
weird.
it?
Yeah, she has a
Probably.
song called like Woodstock, and she's like, we gotta get ourselves back to the garden, like get
Okay,
away
that's
from this.
probably
Oh,
what
that's
Osama's referring to because he's the
yeah.
musician in the
Oh,
group.
interesting.
Yes,
Okay.
the music that before my show starts and when it ends? That's him.
Yes.
That's his music.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah, Osama's the bomb. And you'll get to see who he is because he's going to help me with my interview with Joey Santor when I get that set up. So,
I do watch your stuff. I just don't. I will probably watch Monday live soon. So I watched it on Tuesday. It's good. I
uh,
like it.
oh,
You
we
guys
were
are good.
crazy. I rewatched it and I clenched my teeth the whole time.
It's hard watching
No
yourself.
flow. We were all walking all over each other. I'm like,
I
no.
don't know. It's just a lot of stuff. Yeah, but it's fine. It's
Yeah,
how
it
it's supposed
happens.
to be.
It
It's called
happens.
Monday
Yes,
Madness.
exactly. Monday Madness is Monday Madness. I hope to be a little bit more civilized on Women's Wednesday because we're women. But
Sorry.
we're grown
No,
down women, so we can cuss and swear all we want. So,
exactly.
but that's it. Okay, guys. I think let's see. When is the interview with Santor? I don't know, Val. He told me to text him. I got his phone number, so he told me to text him after the 20th because that's when he'll be returning from Chile. So
Wait, Osama number 5. Wait, Osama number 5, if you can hear me. Okay. Are you talking about Joni Mitchell, yes or no? I think so.
I think he is. I'm pretty sure. She wrote
That's crazy.
Woodstock,
That's
whatever.
wild.
Yeah. Yeah, he loves music. He can quote just about anything, I swear.
What? Sometimes I think like life has like a message for us. I don't know.
Less sensitive anyway, Val. Women are more civilized.
The Sanders impeachment. Wait, hold on. Sanders, you mean Bernie Sanders?
Sanders' impeachment should start 2 days before he takes office. What? I mean, okay, for one, you really don't think that they're going to let Sanders win the primary, let alone the general.
Sorry, that thumbs up was for Osama.
Yeah.
Okay. That's awesome, Joni Mitchell.
That is cool.
That's weird. That's cool.
There's
That's like
opportunities
crazy.
to do something different. Okay, wait, they're talking. Yeah, check out. Hopefully, you're talking about Joey Santor's channel. Anyway, it's Crime Pays Botany does it on YouTube. It's really cool. He loves getting to nature. I love it. He talks about all these plants and stuff, and he's yeah, he's really really cool.
Wait, what's it called again? I gotta write this stuff down. Otherwise,
Crime Pays Botany doesn't.
crime pays. Oh yeah, okay.
Crime Pays, but Botany doesn't. Yeah, that. Yeah.
Fine.
Oh, someone just posted some lyrics. Okay, guys. I'm gonna shut this down, guys. Love y'all. Thanks for coming. I should talk into here instead of staring at the things.
It's fine.
I know. I just get stuck talking to or looking at people in their conversations. But okay, I'm really getting out of here because I am trying to get better from this fever, and I think I'm getting more sick. It's getting ridiculous. I woke up with 102 fever the last 2 mornings, and it just hasn't gone away. I will let you guys chat for a little bit if you want. So shut down the stream right away. I'll just transition it. Oops, I forgot to do that.
Good night, everyone. Good night.
Okay, yeah. Good night, guys.